Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going over my boat, the Fast Tracker 175 TXW. So the first thing we're going to go over is the motor. This motor is a Mercury 60 horse, 4-stroke. It has plenty of power. It gets me going to about 32 miles an hour fully loaded, about 28 with 2 people. I did change the prop out myself. I went to a 4-blade Spitfire over the Black Max. That is the exact same pitch. I felt like the boat didn't hook up all the time, especially when I was going over waves, so I wanted to go to a 4-blade. The tail there was on it when I bought this boat, and I do not know how it performs without it. So the next piece here is going to be the back compartment. Put it up. I have 3, what size are these? 29 batteries back here, all strapped in. 2 for the trolling motor, 1 to crank, and then it's got the fuel tank over there. The charger is not in this compartment. I probably could have made it work somehow, but I didn't really feel like laying on my head all day. So I used one of my other compartments here. I use this compartment for my charger. It's a 3-bank charger. The charger that comes with it is a 2-bank charger because it comes with a 12-volt trolling motor. On the other side, we have a little storage space here. That's where I usually throw my water bottles, the snacks. There's a pair of gloves in there. I think I have a toboggan in there as well. Just to throw some stuff in there. So one of the cons about the boat is the fuel fill is on the right side. Most trucks have the fuel fill on the left side. So if you need to fuel up your truck and fuel up your boat at the same time, it is just a pain in the butt to reach over with the hose and get to your spout. Alright, so here at the console, I wanted to be inside to talk about this. I have my feet fully extended to the back and my knees are hitting the console. I have this tied up for a reason. I'll tell you guys in a second. In fact, when you go to full throttle here, it actually hits me in the leg. So I have to move my leg over to get to full throttle. It's kind of a downside. Don't really like that. But I'll do with what I got to. Don't really like that. So I just have to move my leg and deal with it. Okay, so the reason I put this strap on here is because the transom saver doesn't really hold the motor still. It actually will turn while I am towing the boat. So this actually keeps the steering, keeps the motor from turning while I'm pulling. Overall, gauges all work still. This boat's almost 10 years old. Everything works still. Cup holder here. This is where the fish finder mounts. We got some storage underneath the seats. In this model, I have storage underneath all 3 seats. Some more storage there. And there's my spare prop. That's the old Black Max that I took off. And right here we have the live well. Well, said we did. Still pretty good. Still has a little water in there. But it's pretty large live well. It does have a divider. I have it up front somewhere. Unlike the driver, the passenger gets plenty of space. Lots of room. Yes, I'm wearing house shoes. But Bass truck has plenty of space. I usually put maybe a cooler here or my minnow bucket or whatever. The person before me added the step here. I don't always use it, but it's kind of nice to have sometimes, especially in rough water and you don't want to make that full step. Okay, we got 2 storage compartments, pretty large. I have 3 of these in here. 3 of these big guys. A bunch of other crap in there, tools, life jackets, all that fun stuff. There's another one over here that has all my Plano boxes. I put my Rance Elite Non GI over here. And then here is the rod locker. I keep my net on top of all my rods. I still use the sleeves over my rods to keep them from getting tangled up in there. Okay, as far as rod storage on the deck, I think it only comes with one side strap. The other one was added. I didn't add that one. Hopefully this is the added one and this is the one it came with. Don't know for sure, but obviously I've added some extras here. I got live scope there, my Garmin unit there. You have your tilt trim here up front. That's actually a nice feature. I've used that several times. This is my live scope switch, and then I disconnect my trolling motor when I'm not using it. And here's my motor guide XI3. We'll talk about that here in a minute. So far, all I've done is go over the features of the boat. I really haven't dug into any pros and cons. I will definitely get to that toward the end of the video, so hold on. We'll get to it. Last piece is we're going to talk about the trailer. The swing away tongue is a wonderful idea. Whoever thought of this and invented it, God bless you. It allows so many boats nowadays to fit in their garages and have plenty of walk space around them. Typical winch, typical lift there, nothing fancy there. The trailer is fully tubed for added strength. The tires that it comes with are C-class, meaning they only have, I think, 4-ply. I go up to the D's, so they have 6-ply, so they don't really have much flex in the sidewall. Excuse how dirty they are, they need to be cleaned. Really hadn't had issues with the hubs. I greased them this year. In fact, they were still in pretty good shape. I did break one of my tail lights off and upgraded to LEDs. I do like these LEDs. They were just really a standard swap, not a really big deal there. I did have to rewire the trailer, so because some rats got in there and chewed up all the wiring. That definitely was not fun, especially since it's a full tube trailer. That was rather difficult. I can go one roundabout. So now let's talk about some of the things I like and don't like about the bass trackers. So first thing, up here where the work is all done. The trolling motor that typically comes with these is substandard. It is pretty poor. It usually comes with a 55 foot-pound Minn Kota Edge. This one was actually when Bass Tracker was partnered with Motor Guides. I upgraded to a 70-pound Motor Guide XI3. This does have pinpoint GPS. I do like the spot lock feature. Is it called spot lock? I think it's called anchor mode for Motor Guide. But I do like that feature, especially when I have to retie, windy lakes or windy days. You just hit the spot lock button and then you're there. You stay there. You don't go anywhere. I only had it screw up a couple times. All I had to do was reset it, unplug it, replug it back in, and we were good to go. So, trolling motor, definitely a con. The electronics that come, original, actually I don't know if it even comes with a bow fish finder, but If it does come with one, it's usually substandard. I honestly, if I was going to buy a new bass tracker, I would not even consider having them put what they typically put on here. I would either go for an upgrade already or do it myself. They usually aren't that good. That also goes with the console. I've already replaced the console fish finder with that Lowrance Elite 9 Ti. If you guys want reviews on any of that equipment, just let me know in the comments below and we'll get you hooked up. I think I showed you guys the other con already, where the throttle actually hits me in the leg when I'm going, so I have to move my leg. Not a whole lot of room here to make things work. I mean, it is only a 17-foot boat, so you got to make do with the space that you have. The other con, obviously, is still also on the pro side, is the motor. The motor doesn't get you going very fast, but it will get you there. At 30 miles an hour, 28 miles an hour, it's going to get you there. Fully trimmed out on a good day, you might get 35 with a 60 horse. If you have 75 horse, or you're looking at getting the 75 horse, definitely go for the 75 horse. It's going to get you those few extra miles an hour. You're almost at 40 every time, even fully loaded. You'll be good to go. So the bass tracker is a really great starter boat. If you're trying to get out of the water for the first time ever, I've caught more fish out of this boat than I have ever done bank fishing. And I've only had this boat for 14 months. I feel like I can give an adequate review of it. So I've had the boat for 14 months. I've caught more fish out of it than I have bank fishing at any point in time. I've learned so much about boats owning this one, and I love this boat, but I also hate this boat. It really restricts me on windy days where I cannot cross the lake. It gets thrown around like a rag doll. Now, I know some people are going to say, it's like, oh, I take my bass tracker across lakes all the time. Well, I live in the panhandle of Texas. A calm day is where the wind's 10 to 15 miles per hour. So make some pretty big waves, especially if it's coming across the lake at the right direction and making 2 to 3 foot swells, and then you're having to bounce all the way across the lake to get home. Kind of scares me. So especially since my lake usually averages 1 or 2 drownings a year, kind of scary. Now it comes down to the fact, do I recommend this boat? Absolutely. You can get bass trackers used, low hours. When I say low hours, I'm saying less than 250 hours easy, for 8 to 10 grand. You can easily upgrade and work on anything in this boat. It's not really that hard. The foam insulation does get in the way a little bit up here in the bow if you're trying to rewire things, but there are ways to work that out. I did have to, draw some more wire up here for my trolling motor and for my fish finder. The current power supplies weren't adequate, so I do have experience there. If you fish small bodies of water, fantastic boat, great boat, get one. It will last you a lifetime. You're not going to go for high speeds. I know there's several lakes out there that you can't, that are electric only or have horsepower restrictions. You can get this motor detuned at the 40 horsepower range if you need to, directly from Bass Tracker. I wouldn't recommend buying this boat brand new. I feel like it's overpriced for what you get. $18,000 to $20,000. It's a little overpriced for me for what you're getting here. I believe you can save up a little longer and go for maybe one of the Ranger RT 188s or even the larger Bass Tracker. It's the 195 I think now. It used to be the 190. So let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about this boat. This one particularly is a 2011 model. It served me well. At some point in the next couple years, I will be upgrading. Should I tell them what I'm upgrading to? We'll see. I'm looking at nitros pretty good. They have a really good price range for the nitros. I'm looking at the Z20. It's probably the max that I can fit in my garage space here. If you have any more questions about the boat that I didn't cover, or something that just has your general curiosity, maybe about me or about my videos or anything, just let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, if you're new to fishing or know someone who's just getting into fishing, like, subscribe, and tell them about my channel. Till next time, get out there and go catch you some fish.